Well, speaking of the holidays, shoppers, listen to this. You need to get a start on your Christmas shopping earlier than ever, like right now, even before Halloween. It's all part of the supply chain crisis we've been telling you about in our area and across the country. Brad Broders is live at East Memphis at a toy store there. And Brad, I understand toy owners, or toy store owners rather, are working to make sure there are some happy kids this holiday season. So what's the situation there?
Yeah, good evening, Rudy. Here at Mid-South Hobbies and Games, the owner is getting ahead of the holiday crunch now and worried about it potentially getting worse later. That's why he took extra precautions, stocking up on things such as toys and airplanes now. For him, empty shelves are really not an option. For him and other small businesses, holiday sales make up about 30 to 40% of all annual sales.
I don't think you can compare because it's never happened like this, not in 25 years.
That's why a quarter-century as owner of Mid-South Hobbies and Games in East Memphis, Emmo Hine did something unprecedented ahead of the upcoming holidays.
You better have been on the front end of this, otherwise you're in trouble.
As we witnessed a growing global supply crunch late spring into summer, especially with toys and goods coming from Asia into the port of Los Angeles, Hine bought up for the holidays earlier than ever before.
If you know what you want, you better go get it now.
Hine focused especially on battery-controlled cars, trucks, and airplanes, even the batteries and chargers themselves.
We've probably got the biggest inventory we've ever had, maybe by double at this point. Preparing for the holiday season when I think it's going to be almost impossible to reorder some of these things until sometime into 2022. All the way down here.
Now with his holiday toy inventory largely secure before Halloween, Hine offered this message to shoppers.
Now is the time to think ahead. If you wait to think ahead until the end of November, well, that puts you buying in the middle of December, and that's probably bad news this year.
And that's why that owner you just heard from expects these next 4 months here to be especially busy, including mid-November. Typically, the peak holiday season pre-pandemic would be more like mid-December, but this year he expects it to be more like mid-November. Rudy?
I see, Brad. So worker shortages have been a part of this entire conversation too, right? So even where there are toys, there got to be some challenges in shipping them.
Yeah, there certainly are a lot of challenges, Rudy. If you saw my story yesterday, not only is there the freight issues getting into the port of Los Angeles, you're dealing with fewer truck drivers able to pick up those goods in Los Angeles and drive them cross country here to Memphis. You also have the issue of limited freight space on trains to also get those products back to the Mid-South. That's why economists expect slimmer pickings this holiday season, especially with more of those trendy gift ideas on a lot of people's shopping list ahead. Live in East Memphis, I'm Brad Broders reporting.
All right, Brad, thanks a lot.